We've been talking about getting chickens for the longest times, and we couldn't do it before because we were under HOA rules. They didn't allow it in our neighborhood, but where we moved in this new house, we're within the city boundaries, and they allow us to have chickens. I think it's up to 6 and no rooster. I think that's the rule for our area. So we went out to Tractor Supply back around Easter. I think it was Easter weekend that we got the girls. And we only got, I think they're called pullets, which are just lady little chickens. We got them as tiny babies. I think they were a few days old. We set up the brooder box in our garage, and they've been such fun thing to have. This is our first time raising chickens. We've never done it before, so it was a lot of fun, and the girls had a good time with them. They got really big really fast. I think this was around maybe 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and they're already getting up on stuff and trying to fly, so we realized it was time to get them their own little coop. This coop we got, it's an Amish built coop. They brought it in, and I didn't have an area set up for it yet, so I just figured, okay, well, we'll just place it here and then we'll figure out how to move it later. And we didn't realize how heavy it was, so my husband figured out how to move it by using PVC pipes, which was, pretty smart of him. I had no idea. I thought we were going to have to use a tractor or something to pull it, which was going to tear up the grass, which I was okay with, but I think this was better. Now that they're fully feathered, it's time for the chickies to go outside, and they really do need more space. Like the brooder box was just getting too small and stinky, and they were just not too happy. They were starting to fight, so we're taking them outside. We put chicken wire all around the base of the box of their chicken coop to stop predators from digging under and getting into the coop. We have raccoons, we have foxes, we have hawks around this area, so keeping them safe was a priority for us. We also added chicken wire up top because of raccoons. They can reach in and pull on the chickens and hurt them that way. So, all around, about 2 feet up around the coop, we have chicken wire attached with washers. That way they can't pull on it. So I think that will keep them safe. The only thing I have left to do now is I have a bunch of pea gravel left over from a different project, so I'm going to put that all around the coop just to make it look a little nicer. And also need to work on the landscape around the coop. I've already added some liriope and some things that I've moved from other areas in the garden, but you still have to mulch and just make it look nice. I also want to add things that smell good and that the chickens can eat, like some rosemary, some thyme, oregano. I'm going to put little planter boxes around the coop, that way they can get to it, but they won't tear up the plants and pull them out. Making it look pretty is always the fun part, so I have a lot of work ahead.